I see our opening and I always want to just spin and go.
I know. I love domestic, international, and beyond. I can't wait till we do, outer space movies from people from other planets.
I would like to do an outer space movie. We should cover the Webb telescope, whatever they're doing, whatever they
Yeah,
got.
yeah. That went way out there. Well,
All right,
listen, it's a 2023, a new year, which means brand new movies coming out,
so many.
and they just keep coming, and we're not complaining. We love it.
No,
And
we are
before
not.
we start talking about this Malayalam thriller that's coming out soon, let's talk about our YouTube membership program for our YouTube channel.
Ooh,
For $2.99, you become a Mondo, and you get emojis, member shout outs, priority replies, and badges. And for $4.99, you get all that. Plus, you can request a video. And in
and get your
fact,
name mentioned.
get your name mentioned. And we also are really, rocking and rolling on the Discord, on our Discord channel. So feel
Yes,
free to
it's
go
getting
there.
very fun. It's brand new.
And you don't have to be a member. You can go in there for free, and we talk about, there's random stuff, there's stuff about true crime, there's, we can put trailers. So good,
Music.
nice place to request. In fact, that's what happened with this particular one.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was requested by Andoga on our Discord channel.
Andoga.
Yes, and it's exciting. So we're going to talk about this Malayalam thriller called Alone,
All right.
which is coming out January 26th. And it's directed by Shaji Kailas, and it stars Mohanlal as Kalidas, the only character appearing in the film.
Weird.
So it's
One
like
man show.
it's a 2020 COVID-19 pandemic film. So it's set during the pandemic. That's all I know about it. But somehow it's a thriller. So those are kind of fun because sometimes there was Tom Hardy made a movie where he's just by himself.
Yes.
Very contained thriller, and they could be fun if they're done well. So hopefully that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how they pull this off. All right,
Yeah,
let's check it
let's
out.
check it out for Alone.
പ്രപഞ്ചം എന്നത് കാര്യകാരണങ്ങളാൽ ബന്ധിതമാണ്. ഒരു കാരണവുമില്ലാതെ ഒന്നും ഈ ലോകത്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നില്ല. യെസ്, ബട്ടർഫ്ലൈ എഫക്ട്, by which small changes in initial conditions can lead to large scale and unpredictable variations in the future state of system. ഞാൻ 13A പുതിയ താമസക്കാരനാ.
അല്ല, എന്താ വന്നത്?
താൻ ആരാണെന്ന്, താൻ എന്തിനാ CCTV കൺട്രോൾ റൂമിൽ കയറിയത്?
കേണൽ സാറേ, കാളിദാസൻ. ഐ ആം ഇൻ ബിഗ് ട്രബിൾ. വിനോദ്, എനിക്കൊരു സഹായം വേണം. ഒരു അഡ്രസ് ഞാൻ അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അവരുടെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് എനിക്ക് വേണം.
മറ്റുള്ളവരുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഇടപെടുന്ന നിന്റെ സ്വഭാവം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അത് നിയന്ത്രിക്കണം.
ഈ ഫ്ലാറ്റിന് എന്തോ കുഴപ്പമുണ്ടെന്ന് ഇന്നലെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ എന്റെ തോന്നലാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് നീ എന്നെ കളിയാക്കി. ഒന്ന് ഞാൻ തീർത്ത് പറയാം, ഈ ഫ്ലാറ്റിൽ സ്പിരിറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, ആവി, സർവഭൂതങ്ങളുടെ ദേഹത്ത് വസിക്കുന്ന ദേഹി, ഒരു കാലത്ത് നശിക്കുന്നില്ല എന്ന് പറയുന്നു.
That face.
ഹരി, ഞാനൊരു നമ്പറും അഡ്രസ്സും നിന്റെ ഫോണിലേക്ക് ഫോർവേഡ് ചെയ്യും. അയാളെ ചെന്ന് കണ്ട് നീ നിന്റെ ഫോൺ ഒന്ന് കൊടുക്കണം. ചോദിക്കേണ്ടത് അയാളോട് ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചോളാം.
ഞാൻ ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ ഇറങ്ങാം.
ലോക്ക്ഡൌൺ ആണ്. പോലീസ്.
Real heroes are always alone.
Yes. I'm always alone, but I'm not a hero. So
the whole time it made my nose itchy just thinking about watching a pandemic thing, and he had that really cool mask. I was all like, my nose is starting.
It's interesting like we kind of want to put the pandemic in our past, even though it's still COVID is still with us.
Yeah.
But those movies, do they have a dated feeling? Like, oh, this is something that happened 2-3 years ago, and do we want to revisit that? But I got the sense that this was more than that. That there's obviously some other stuff going on in here.
Mental illness.
Exactly.
Or what we think is mental illness, but it turns out it's all true. He's being haunted. He has people after him.
Right.
That's what it seems like, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you saw stuff writing on the mirror, which seemed kind of ghosty.
Yes, no, and there's who's he talking? He's immediately
Yeah.
suspicious of the new person that moves in, and so
Right.
he's got that he's got this complex,
Yeah.
obviously. So that can be really interesting.
Yeah.
It's tough to tell in the trailer whether it will be or not, but it has all the sort of the ingredients to
Mhm.
make something that I would really be into because I love contained thrillers. I love
Yeah.
stuff that takes place in one or two rooms, and if
Yeah.
you can ratchet up the tension and you
Yeah.
have an interesting character, an interesting actor, an interesting story, then I'm
Mhm.
hooked from the get go.
Totally. And
So
that was a good trailer because they made it look like it didn't look boring at all. Like they had a lot of really cool, like dramatic angles. They had really good
right,
music. They had a lot of stuff outside, even, which would be really tempting to want to shoot everything inside. But there's some good outdoor stuff, so it didn't feel
right,
too confined.
yeah.
And I think because of those cool camera angles and the camera work, it gave it okay.
There's a little
Um,
doggy.
someone's having a good time back there.
Yeah, yeah,
But they made it look like there was a lot more action than you would think that you would automatically assume would be in a movie about the pandemic and being isolated. It did not look like a bummer at all.
not at all, not
Trying
at
to keep
all. So
a straight face
uh,
with the ball squeaking back
yeah,
there. But look,
no,
hey,
it's I thought it looked really good, like intriguing to me. So this is something that I would definitely check out.
yeah.
So it's coming out end of January. Do we have a
Uh-huh.
poster?
We have a poster, and the poster's very, like, scaled back also. Sorry, it's a little low res, but, um, this is exactly because it's kind of an indie trailer and it stars the one guy, it kinda works to just have, like, a shot from the film. Like, I'm sure there was no
Mhm.
shoot. It seems like it was probably really low budget. So
Yeah,
they just used stuff from the movie. So they either had some unit, which maybe, but you could also just make this out of like, take a clip from the film and do it. But I like that he's on his phone because that also made him feel a little less isolated because he's talking to a lot of people but he's still
yes,
all by himself. Like, I could see an
right.
indie person in America making this, and it would be dark. They'd be rolling around in bed all the time. They'd talk to no one. There'd be
Mhm.
messages, but he wouldn't answer them. It'd be all depressing and sweaty and gross. This actually
Yeah.
looks kind of fun and interesting.
Well, yeah, no, there have been movies just like that. There was
Yeah.
one with
Yeah.
Amy Adams that she's basically alone. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
very
that's right.
good, but yeah,
Yeah.
because it was just sort of very generic. This was
Yeah.
different. It was like going a different way. I do
Yeah.
like sort of the L having his figure
Yeah.
in the L. That's
What's he
kind. I don't know.
holding in that?
I don't know. A suit. I thought it was a suitcase, but
It
that
does
doesn't make
kinda look like a
sense.
suitcase. Let me see if I can see it bigger on my computer, but, yeah, I like that he's kind of, in a way, kinda confined to the L in a way when you're
Right.
looking at it, which could
Yeah.
make another thing, but I like that it doesn't look like a big downer. I mean, they put those kinda red slashes in it. They give
Yeah.
it a little, like, action feel, and no, I can't really it does look like a suitcase, I think. Anyone can
Okay.
tell what that is. I think it's a suitcase. Or is it a severed head in a box? I don't know.
It
I'm
would
just
make
trying to make
sense.
it interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? But it was
Yeah,
also
looks
at the end
good.
of the trailer they showed that little graphic. But anyway, it looks like a cool, hopefully a cool low budget sort of. And
Yeah.
Malayalam thrillers
Mhm.
are sort of grounded. They're a
They
little
are.
less, over the top,
Mhm.
and so that kind of makes it interesting too. So
Yes.
um, we'll look
Alright.
forward to that one coming out pretty
We'll have to
soon.
keep an eye on this one.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Alright. Oh, here. Bye. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
I was like, "Why do I have to get" oh, yeah, because the poster's still up. Here.
See you
It's
guys
early.
later.
I need coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.